Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rodney Hicks here. I'm with MidWest Outdoors today. I'm out here in Ingleside, Illinois, and we're going to get on some kayaks using the deeper sonar to get on some fish. It's a beautiful day out today. It's about 72 degrees. Sun is just coming up over the water. We got a nice current pushing against the bank that's telling me with the current and the chop on the water, I'm definitely going to look at first thing in the morning, throw some top water, probably a buzz bait. Then later on during the day, probably go to a spinnerbait or a chatterbait. We have points out here, we have grass, so it's going to be a lot of presentations that we can definitely use to get on some bass today, and that's the game plan. Got on my first bass of the day. As you can see, it's a tank. So what I was doing, I was using my Deeper Chirp Plus. I was standing about 12 to 10 feet of water, casting up to about 8 feet of water because I know it's a submerged vegetation. And I was using that lipless crankbait to rip through that grass. I've been successful with that technique in the past, and it's obviously still working today. Got here this morning, the weather was beautiful. Water temperature was right at 72 degrees. I was able to get a few bass here and there. Scouted some more places on the lake. Wind started picking up, pushing us off our points that we had initially set up with the deeper. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pack everything up. We're gonna portage over to a smaller lake to look for those same key structures, that grass lines or drop offs right off of points. That's what we're gonna do. See what happens. So this is bass number 4. Moved over to another place, get on the shallow bite pattern. It looks like these bass like to stay really tight and close to cover, hanging trees or tree stumps. I've been taking the spinnerbait and casting it up close to it, and that seemed like that's the trick. I'm getting on bass, and I'm gonna keep going forward with that pattern right there. So what I'm doing, using a simple lure, spinnerbait, plastic worm, we cash in on a nice solid bass like this. What allowed me to be so successful today on the water, I'm using a Deeper Chirp. This is the first castable sonar that incorporated the chirp technology. It's going to allow you to look at structure underneath the water, drop off grass lines, fish especially. I wanted to key in 12 foot of water, and I wanted to key in on grass lines and drop offs. When that chirp technology sends down a dual beam, which is going to allow you to get a better definition of structure and fish. Fishing today was your normal day of fishing. We had some ups, we had some downs. We caught fish, we missed some fish. We seen a lot of fish. We went to one lake, Caught some fish there. Pattern there was on a top water bite. Switched around, came over here. We caught them up on really close to the bank in skinny water. But I was still able to go out today. Had a ball using a deeper chirp sonar. It was a nice piece of tackle to have inside your gearbox. It really allowed me to do what I wanted to do, was basically go to small ponds, map it out, see what fish were, and eventually get them in a boat. We caught bass everywhere from 15 all the way up to 17 and a quarter. That water temperature was still at a decent 72 degrees, so the fishing was outstanding. If you're interested in looking into getting a deeper chirp yourself, go to deepersonar.com, pick yourself up a deeper chirp. My name is Rodney Hicks with MidWest Outdoors. Hope you enjoyed everything that you've seen today out here catching fish, but that's my time. Thanks for watching.